This is GACenter, your look into the Grand Arena Championship matches of over 60 of the world's best content creators. Here are your hosts, the Nev from the Escape Podcast and Ranger from Reality Skewed Gamers.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another week of GACenter. I'm your host, the Nev, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Ranger of Reality Skewed Gamers. Ranger, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I had a lot of sugar.
You've had a lot of sugar. You done? Yeah,
it's good. It was good.
I bet it feels good. I saw you bopping away to that Blue Oyster.
That's
you
right.
just need a dancing partner, buddy.
If I go to the Blue Oyster Club, that won't be a problem. No, it's good to be finally feeling a little bit more normal. I was sick all weekend, so I'm glad to feel somewhat normal. Although I don't know if you were there on it yesterday. You were hanging out with us yesterday.
Yeah, I was hanging out with you yesterday.
I was here in the store. I went to go work out because I haven't been able to work out in like 5 days. So I went to go hit the bag a little bit. I hit it for about 5-10 minutes. I was like, I'm going to die. And gave up because I was so weak. I was like, this is a horrible idea. What was I thinking?
Yeah.
My doctor does know what the hell she's talking about. I need to go back to bed because I'm an idiot. So
yes, and it didn't help with Ahsoka. Ahsoka Meow trying to kill you again last night.
She was doing. I was hanging out on the other stream before I came over here. They're doing Don't Starve Together on RSG. She was trying to get me to drink. I'm like, I just came in here to say hi. So I went and fixed that immediately. I went to the Twitch channel and like, you get three per show. You can't be just trying to give me the diabetes in the liver. So
Paul, if you are there in chat, can you do the notifications, please? Because we were busy chatting about something non-GAC related in the countdown, and the Discord notifications have not yet gone up. So,
people are not aware that we are live.
Yes, people are not aware we're
Although
live.
there's some people that are in there to know that we are live. He did. He said,
he did. You did? I didn't see a notification
I
come
didn't
up.
get a notification. Yeah.
Oh, bug! I didn't get the notification.
Calvin says he saw it. Infidum. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Calvin
So I guess so.
Okay. So it's all right then. So let's get the spiel out of the way. I will get the spiel out of the way. So, ladies and gents, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We have a live show going on at the moment. It is recording. So, yes, we are live. Yes, we can see you in chat. But any bits, cheers, subs, follows will be recognized by the bot in chat and by one of our moderators. But so we can keep the flow going, we will wait until the end of the show to acknowledge all new follows, subs, bits, cheers, hype trains, and all of that stuff. So please feel free to do all of that. But on with the show, Ranger.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we start off with Div 3 as usual, and it's Commander Cody. Don't know if he had a good week or a bad week. I'm going to say it's a bad week because he normally goes 3-0, and this week he went 2-1, and clearly. He did not get 3 clearances. So, bully for him. Not a particularly good start for Commander Cody.
All right. Moving on, we've got my boy, the metalhead himself, Andy Beads, breaking the law. He sure broke a lot of stuff this week because he went 3-0, baby. Round 1 was a full clear. His opponent didn't attack, so it didn't really matter. So, nice and simple, as he says, win. Round 2. Neither of them had a full clear, but his Night Sisters and Mom Mothma team stepped up, got the victory. And he said round 3 was a great battle with both full clearing, but in the end, they had a weaker defense. He got more banners. Undersized came through. So 6-0, 3-0 in this round, or overall. Great job from our man, Andy Beads.
Yeah, Andy's having a great month. Great month.
3v3 was not kind to him.
No,
he was not.
5v5. So, Stone's luck regarding no-shows ended this week, but it didn't matter really. I mean, having 5 no-shows from the past 6 matches, it was a refreshing change to get attacked in all 3 rounds, but it really didn't make any difference whatsoever, as you can see from his stats. He picked up a triple crown. Round 1, flawless victory. Round 2, flawless victory. Round 3, flawless victory. So even when his opponents do turn up, he still kicks ass. Maybe his opponent should return to not showing. 3-0, Triple Crown for our Stone 14.
All right, next up we got Infinitum to Infinitum and beyond. And he is 3-0, and he says, how good is it to live in the 5v5 world? He says, spoiler alert, as none of my opponents beat my SLKR, and I fully cleared them without dropping a battle for a flawless week. And on point gameplay. So really, let's talk about they just couldn't get past anything. He had a really solid week. Maybe not full clears on all of his stuff, but actually, I think he had full clears on all of his stuff. Let me go back through here, because it was really all about SLKR and all this. Everything I read from Infinitum was like, my SLKR was so delicious. Just stopped them all in their tracks. So, when you have an SLKR that keeps your opponent from doing nothing, that makes life a lot easier. So outstanding job. Yes, the Yum Yum himself has come through for Infinitum. Fantastic job. 3-0 for our boy Infinitum. And now
What's our favorite German fox?
Yes, I've come here for his pleasure to tell you the wonderful news of Renato Fox. He is German, but we do not kink shame here. We will just read his stats for your pleasure. Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I get tinglies in strange places when I read these. All right, so Renard the Fox, 3-0. Another good week. Round 1, auto deployment, but that didn't stop Renard from getting the victory. He did very, very well. I love what he wrote here for round 2. Opponent with no clue. Well, Nev, when the opponent has no clue, that makes it a little easier to get that win.
Does make it easier.
It really does. And then round 3 says, played my worst JC round ever with an average of 52 banners. Double taps, the whole works. But the opponent didn't come through. It was a lucky win, he said, for sure, but he got what he needed to do. 3-0 for our favorite German. You have pleased the fatherland. We are very proud of you, Renard.
Yeah, it's sehr good.
It's very good, and you keep up the good work.
And there is Division 3. And Renard and Stone still undefeated, duking it out. Commander Cody, yep, that lost this week. That's taken him out of the running. Infinitum
is still there, though, man. They're all
there.
There, they're all there.
It's still. I mean, we're not at the halfway point of the season yet, so it is still very, very doable.
And if those guys slip up here and there, Andy could get back into it. He's having a strong 5v5, so we'll see what happens.
Okay, we're on to Div 2, round 1.
Climb up the ladders.
Glory be to Vendetta, who hit a flawless victory and got holds with his GG team, his Bounty Hunter team, and he got 8 holds with a Treya team. I mean, I don't know an awful lot of people that put Treya on defense, and clearly it worked because it completely flummoxed his opponent. Round 2, got the full clear, but had a little bit of trouble with his Jedi taking out a Nuke GG team. So, had a bit of a clean-up on aisle 1. And then obviously round 3, when you expect it to be tough and your opponent to be tough, yeah. And then Fleet comes along. And he completely and utterly fails. So, yes, 3-0. A triple whammy for Vendetta. Number 4 globally in Division 2. So, Vendetta really, really kicking ass and taking names this month.
All right. Next, we'll move on to my lady, Geek Girl. And Geek Girl just makes the best messages. She's like, 3-0, baby. First round has some issues. Dropped a couple banners on his bugs. He got caught on my ships. Round 2 won by 3 banners thanks to my Wampa solo. Round 3 had an easy full clear. Dropped a couple battles, but he got stuck on my Mom Mothma and ran out of time to attack. 3-0. 3 snaps for our girl, Geek Girl Gaming. 3-0. I think that's her first 3-0 this season. Great job. Awesome job, Geek Girl. The undefeated week for Geek Girl. Let's pause for a moment.
Moyo coming in with a triple whammy. Looking pretty good. He's got a decent.
Cut me off.
He's got a decent. Sorry. What was that, Ranger?
No, I was doing something for Geek Girl. You just came in with Mo. Go ahead. It's great. I loved it.
Did I interrupt your qualm?
Yeah, it's so good. Go, man.
Well, anyway, it doesn't really matter because, Moyo didn't give us a report. So I'm not 100% sure if this was a lucky week, if it was a blistering week. I mean, he did pick up some losses. So clearly he outbannered his opponent. But a triple whammy is a triple whammy. 3-0 to Moyo.
Absolutely. Next, we move on to the one, the only, the world famous Kate Gaming.
Is she here? Is she here? Has she graced us with her presence?
I don't know if she doesn't want her autograph. So
I'd love to get her autograph.
If I disappear, you know where I'm at. 2-1. Round one was a loss. I love what she wrote here. Just a great way to start the week. We both full cleared, but I dropped 2 battles that cost me the round. It happens. It happens, Kate. It's no big deal. But you know what? Kate didn't let that stop her. Round 2 was a win because it was an auto deploy, never attacked. She got the full clear, even though it was an auto deploy. So fantastic job. And then round 3 was a win. Her opponent got stuck on her CLS, and she got the full clear, and that's all she needed. So rough start. She didn't let it stop her because she's world famous. World famous, and she was able to kick that butt.
Olimar, suffered a defeat this week. Ooh, he's not going to be happy. The reigning champion has succumbed finally to a loss, but it wasn't because of him facing a better opponent. Round 1, round 2, both easy wins and no trouble at all. Round 3 of a loss because he failed to set a defense. No mistake of it. Undefeated, riding high. What does he do? Round 3, forgets to set a defense. So all of his best were auto-deployed. Not what you want when your opponent's got a Relic 8 Slacker. Did he beat him? Did he bollocks? 2-1 for Olimar.
All right. Next up, we got Marco. Fail. That's a big fail from Nav. He didn't polo me. That's fine.
Polo.
No, too late.
Polo.
I just threw the volleyball at your head. You can just slowly sink into the pool, and no one's coming to rescue you. All right. Syndicate Games, our friend Marco went 3-0 this week. Had a really fantastic week. First round, guy didn't bother showing up. He got the easy victory. Second round, same thing. Marco got a little stuck on ships, so he didn't get the full clear. And then round 3, it was super close. It was nip and tuck. Neither got the full clear, but oh boy, he still pulls off the victory by 32 banners, 1876, 1844. So 3-0 is 3-0. So there you go.
3-0 is 3-0. So there you go.
Yeah,
there's Div 2. Nobody undefeated.
Wow.
That's it. No more undefeateds. Still, oh God, look at that. That is just brutal. It's an absolutely brutal division.
3-17-1s, 1-16-2. Kate's still there at 15-3. Geek Girl's kind of climbing the ladder. She's having a really good 5v5.
Actually, Geek Girl may be able to take advantage of a loophole in GACenter in that she's currently at 4.4. So she's probably going to get promoted to Division 1, which means she's going to be in Division 1, which means she's no longer going to be at the bottom of Division 2. So
that's true.
By simply crossing that 4.5 million threshold, she'll get promoted to Div 1. She'll no longer be in Div 2. Kate is in the exact same boat. So by default, Marco will be the bottom of Division 2. Although we'll have to wait and see because obviously some people from Division 3 might get promoted at the same time.
That's true.
We'll wait and see. But we'll cut to a break and we'll come back and we'll do the A-teams.
Are you a member of Team Paul or Team Neil? Maybe you prefer story time with the llama, or dabble in the buttery side of the force with Biscuit Weasel. Or maybe you like the escape pod talents from Down Under like Heinzie and Scotty. No matter who you support, you can get one of my designs from the Escape Podcast merch store. Just go to escapepodcastaways.com, click on the merch link, and it will take you to the TeePublic site where you can support me, Mrs. Anthony, also known as Critty K. Also be sure to check out the Mrs. Anthony Shirts channel on the Escape Podcast's Discord server weekly to vote for my latest shirts in the Design Derby on Woot. Links for both of these are down below. Thank you for supporting the Escape Podcast.
Does your guild want to tap into their full potential in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes?
Yeah!
For as low as $1 a month per guild member, your guild can unleash the power of the game in ways you never thought possible. Ooh. Track your arena movements, guild progression, and much, much more. Contact Shitty Bill and get one of his shitty bots on your server today. Just look for him on our Discord server and tag or message him for more information. The link for our server is below in the description. Shitty bots, don't let the name fool you.
SWGOH.GG is your one-stop site for the raw data behind the game Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. From complete gear lists to intuitive stats behind all of your favorite holotable heroes. SWGOH.GG has it all. With a .GG account, you can get a complete view of your own roster, see how you match up against other players, and even check out the history of your own Grand Arena Championship matches. You can also see what your opponent used on you to give you a better understanding of counters and team compositions to improve your gameplay. Did you know that they also have some great Patreon features as well? Ad-free browsing of their site, guild information, and manual information requests are included in their 3 levels of Patreon support. Check out the site for more details. That's SWGOH.GG. Unleash your holotable potential today.
Hello, we're back.
Hello.
Hello. It's time to do the A teams.
Oh.
This is where the boys become men and the men become gackers or something.
Oh, sorry, you said A team and I had a flashback.
Yes. Okay, so we'll start off with Jake. Not sure if he had a good week or a bad week. Jake, do a report, Jake. Get your reports in, Jake.
Jake from State Farm. We expect better.
No, that would, yes. Come on. Don't make me fly back across the Atlantic. Don't make me come back home. Anyway, 2-1. Didn't
job.
win them all. Only got 27 wins. Clearly, 16 losses. Yeah, you're going to have a bad day. It's not going to be a 3-0. Anyway, enough said. Let's move on to the next one.
All right, next up, we got my boy, Calvin Awesome. Nev, how do you think he did this week?
Well, he didn't score a 6,400, which...
Wrong! He was awesome again.
That's just not good enough.
And, no, he wins. That's all he do. All he does is win, no matter what. Living up to the name of that he has assumed of his awesomeness, let it spread across the earth and made the blood flow from all the non-believers. All 3 eased rounds, just domination. Round 1, he says, opponent set a really weak defense. That's all I need to know. Done. Round 2, he says, really good opponent with well-developed roster. Goes through all this spiel. He still whooped his butt. But he gave props for him being a good player. And then round 3, he says, terrible player. Threw everything on defense. And you can't do that against Calvin Awesome. Because he will scout you. He'll get the full clear, and you're going to be left looking silly. So 3-0 for Calvin, living up to the name. Awesome.
Scribe. Easy round 1 win, which is always a good. That's always a good start to the week. An easy win eases you into the week. Then came round 2. Everything was going well. It was going perfect until he faced Darth Revan. Now he didn't lose the match. Even if, that's what the stats show. No, it was a crash. Yeah, game crash. And then Scribe went on tilt and lost the round. Round 2 was a scant consolation, despite it being a flawless victory. Not a happy puppy. Scribe, very, very, very unhappy Englishman. Sorry, Welshman.
He's Spanglish.
Now, there's definitely a hint of Welsh when he speaks. I can hear it.
So what would we do then?
Welshman, you could do Tom Jones.
Can
you do Tom Jones?
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
He will correct me. I'm sure he'll correct me if I'm wrong. And that there's no Welsh in him.
Wellish? I don't know. I will have to think about it. Yeah. They both have ish at the end there.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, so it makes it a little bit harder. So Get him next time there, Scribbles. All right, next move on to my man, Brick Hard Meat. When you're out being in the sea and you need meat, make sure it's nice and hard so your teeth fall out of your mouth faster than if your age would hit you. Brick Hard Meat representing 3-0. Just continues really doing well. Round 1, he says, I managed an efficient shot full clear. Well, that's all I need to know because he only won by 1,000 banners, so I guess it wasn't close. Round 2, his opponent never attacked. He got the full clear, easy win. And then round 3, he says, I face another lame opponent. I'm afraid of your royal meatness. Is that what we're going, Rick? Your royal meatness?
Royal meatness?
Yes, meatness. Oh, goodness.
So when Brick Hard Meat was your meat, legitimately ordained by God, I'm curious,
Oh, Lord, blessest thou beat of brickness, and the Lord is grin.
I'm telling you right now, seriously, you'd let someone put a crown on it? Because that's the only way that it can be, ordained by God and crowned. Anyway, enough said. We've gone way off on a tangent there.
Go for
Bomber. Triple whammy. Bomber started this week with a flawless victory and a no-show, like so many others this week. Nice, easy transition into the week. Now, round 2 was rather boring. Despite actually getting attacked, it was a weak opponent, like really weak, and Bomber won again. Now, round 3 was against an opponent with, the way that we put it is, where I put it is all the gear and no idea. Right, literally all the gear, no idea. Dude's got a slacker, doesn't know how to use it. So he, sorry, not a slacker, a C. And he put the C on defense, just kind of like hoping that it holds. It's like, oh, I've got a GL and my opponent doesn't. I'm going to put him on defense and I'm going to win. Well, that's not the way it works. And even though Bomber didn't have like a legitimate off-meta counter, triple tap later, he's got him beat. And guess what? The guy that put C on defense didn't. Full clear to Bomber. 3-0 triple whammy.
All right. Now we move on to, it's that time.
Yeah.
For Manchester United's famous, famous.
Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough's famous son.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Middlesbrough's famous son.
Liverpool's famous.
No, Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough.
Somerset's finest.
Yeah, no, I did live in Somerset.
You didn't think I knew Somerset? I didn't.
Yeah, I knew about it.
I know my English countryside.
Oh, yeah, you know your English countryside.
All right, we got to do Nev stuff. So, okay, let's see what Nev had to say about his 3-0 this week. He says, oh, look, it's another triple crown for Nev. Ego much there, buddy? Round 1, he says, was an easy start of the week with a flawless victory to no-show. Nice, easy start of the week. Round 2 was an even easier flawless victory with the opponent went too light on the offense and couldn't clear him. But he did say, so I one-tapped him comfortably. What's a tapped?
Tapped.
No, you said T-E-P-P-E-D here.
Tapped. I tapped. Yeah, tapped.
No, it looks like tapped to me.
Tap, as in tapped out.
It's like
as in tapped out.
Yeah, it's like the English to change schedule to schedule. It's tapped, it's tipped. Anyway, I tipped him quite comfortably. Round 3, little dodgy says, but got the flawless victory by 2 banners. So back-to-back triple crowns for the Nev. All right, Nev 3-0.
It's the Llama with a 2-1. Round 1 was a full clear victory against an opponent with an auto deploy. So, you know, against those auto deploys, you just got to get a decent amount of banners. This opponent had lost to the Llama previously, which explains why they couldn't be bothered to fight the Llama this time around. Round 2, battle of efficiency, as both competitors cleared each other's boards. The Llama pulled out the win. And round 3, curse of round 3, it was the loss. Due to a GL on defense, the Llama needs to get one of them. Definitely needs to get one of them to stop those pesky losses because of a GL.
All right, we move on to Spartan Z. This is Sparta, the easy version. All right, tough week for our boys Spartan. 1 win, 2 losses. Ooh, boy, this is another week of gamer tears. I believe this is my first 2-loss round. Oh boy. Round says round 1 was decent round, not quite a full clear of my opponent, but beat my opponent banners. After that, it was really, really rough. Round 2 was a L, faced a SLKR count, and my Galactic Ledge is not unlocked, so I lost banners, and it was over from there. Round 3, he attacked, but real life got in the way. It sometimes does. He wasn't able to do it, but it happens, right?
Yeah, it does.
Real life happens, and so he got another loss, but it's okay. 1 and 2, Spartan. Pick it up next week, buddy. Let's get a 3-0. Let's live up to the name. All right. The hot gates are waiting for you. Let's do it.
Rand B with another 3-0. He is having a good month. He is having a very good month. Great week. Gets more and more consistent. Damn interwebs, though, stopped him from, actually live streaming it. So if you want to watch the replay of this great Triple Crown week from Rand B, you're going to have to go check out his YouTube channel. Like, yeah, his YouTube, like Rand went retro with GAC and recorded and did produced content that he put on his YouTube channel. Anyway, he got the full clears, picked up his first Triple Crown for a while. 3-0.
Nice. All right. Oh, boy. Nev,
I think we're gonna have to have words with Urza because I don't think he cares about his main anymore. I think he cares more about his alt. I think for season 3 we're gonna have to switch him to his other account.
Don't tell Xerath that
because he just doesn't seem to.
He is not interested.
He is not interested in this account anymore.
Oh boy, it is really not. It's not good. Folks, there's a lot of carbonite being sniffed. The Twi'leks are not getting paid. People are getting stiffed out of their drinks. It's a bad time in the hall, man. I'm telling you. I may have to have a come to Jesus moment with Urs. And
I wonder how we. I wonder. We do allow for a one-time change at the end of a season. Other competitors have done it. DPK did it. Bulldog did it. Scribe did it, so it's done. We just can't do it mid-season. Do it mid-season. It's got to be done at the end of a season. So it's just depressing seeing 0-3 from Urza on this account all the time.
It is,
and clearly he's not trying on it. So we'll speak to him. We'll have a word. Tilo with a 3-0 triple whammy. Tilo's doing well. Round 1 was against Sword of the Jedi.
Swords?
Swords of the Jedi.
I know that guy.
I know a name most people will recognize. It's not Kate famous. Nobody could be Kate famous, but still a well-known name. Despite dropping a fleet match, he won the round. So, you got to be impressed with that. To get full cleared, one shot, and lose one on fleet, and still have the, the muscle to be able to get the win. Anyway, round 2, the trend continued. As he won again, but his opponent's fleet was tough and caused a double tap. Still did the business. Round 3, and it all went down to banner stripping. The defense did its job. It stripped banners, and he lost again. But he still got the win because his defense did its job. 3-0, triple whammy for Tilo. Yeti coming in with a triple whammy this week. He was worried. He was so worried in round 1 that he did not have the minerals, but he still scored. He scored a 2100. He scored a 2100, and he was worried that he wasn't going to take home the bacon. Bearing in mind that he was locked into Chromium after the first week, so he didn't exactly make easy for himself. Round 1, very sloppy. He dropped the fleet match, and that's why he was concerned. But his always very well modded defense held. Round 2 was a much stronger opponent. 623k lifetime banners. A sloppy offense again against the Darth Revan in particular. Didn't stop the win as the defense prevailed again and gave Yeti the win. Round 3, 717k lifetime opponents. The account was all singing, all dancing. No sloppiness this time. No sloppiness today. GL Ray and Slacker fell to the might of Yeti. 3-0 triple whammy.
Powerful.
And there is the A-League.
Wow.
I'm not technically, I do have, I'm in the red because when we did the boards, didn't have all of the data officially at the time.
Sure.
But Paul did put the boards in, and I can confidently say that I am actually I'm 5th in the league. I am above Scribe and I am above Ramby because I have a higher banner score than them. So we have the same points, but when you actually add my banner score, I'm above both of them, which won't be for long because I won't be doing GC next week.
Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to talk about it now?
No, I don't want to talk about CG and their crappy method for joining.
You sure? We can talk about it if you really want to get off your chest.
Didn't fail me once, failed me twice. Joined this morning.
And how does that make you feel, Nev?
When I collected my bonus energy at 3 o'clock today, I thought, you know what? I'm going to double check because it's happened to me before. And lo and behold, I opened the GAC and what did it say? That I hadn't joined, even though I knew I had. So I'm like, damn you, CG. You nearly caught me out there. Clicked on the join, had a look after 4 o'clock. Lo and behold, no group, so I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on.
Moving on to Division 2A, we got my boy Fort Mort. Remember, folks, Shop Mort. Shop S Mort.
Mort.
Nev, the guy is a machine.
Yes.
He's just a machine. It's the spreadsheet. I actually recorded a song about the spreadsheet for him.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you did. I heard it firsthand.
Yeah, what did you think? Pretty good, right?
It was very good, yes.
Thank you.
Just listen to it in stereo because
it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's weird how that works.
You've got to listen to it in stereo. That's where the quality comes. Stereo.
Yeah, I think I recorded it like that. So I don't know. Anyway, but it's another typical 3-0 for Fort Mort. Fort Mort. I mean, his first 2 rounds weren't even close. One opponent tried to attack, and it did not go well, Nev. Like, not well at all. He won both his first 2 rounds by like 1,000+ banners each. Round 3, little bit more competitive, but he still wins by like 400 banners. And he's not only is he undefeated on his main, he's undefeated on all of his accounts. He's like 18-0 for 5v5 with all his stuff. So Fort Mort, man, all he does is win, man. That's all I got to say. He's a machine. He's a machine.
Sent back in time to destroy GAC.
Sarah Connor, where is she? Where is she?
Okay, we're moving on to the playbook. Joining early before checking can cause serious side effects. This should be the warning before you hit join. This should be the health warning from the what is it? The medical general or whatever person that you've got in charge.
Surgeon General
warning. Joining early before checking can cause serious side effects. Anyway, round 1, an underprepared nest this round caused a timeout. So it wasn't a loss, it was a timeout. It didn't cause loss of the round, thankfully, but, stops that perfect run beginning of the week. Round 2, Nest was the one causing problems again. I mean, I would have thought, if you had problems in round 1 with your Nest, not using Nest in round 2. Anyway, got one shot by an OG Kylo, but still got the victory. Round 3, opponent didn't put any of his GLs. Dude's got 4 GLs. He didn't put any. None of them. Didn't put any of them on defense at all. Not a good idea, as the playbook got the win and the triple whammy.
All right. Let's move on to DB Official. He's a nice British boy who likes to do his JAC and he likes to stream it. Let's see how he did. 3-0 from DB Official. Very well done. Now, the first round was nothing to really, it's nothing to talk about. The opponent didn't even bother showing. Now, the next two were really nail biters. Both were full clear on both sides. DB, though, pulling out at the end, just being more efficient, winning by like 60 banners. His opponent had one problem with one of his teams. The last round, that's where it really it was full clear on both sides. He was able to pull it out by 11 banners with a 21-33 score. So, DB Official representing the mighty Queen of England. Good job, DB Official.
Gridzy. Should have been a 3-0 this week. His overconfidence being his weakness this week. Thinking round one was in the bag, he got cocky, didn't he? He got cocky and he tried a Seep solo on Padme that ended in a draw. He almost won, though. He likes to point out that he almost won. There's no almost won. You either win or you lose. Well, actually, technically, that's not true. You could draw, but it's still classes as a loss. So, yeah, anyway. Right, okay. Round 2 was an auto-deploy and a no-show. So, at least he got one on the board there. And round 3 was a heavier-than-usual defense for Grid. Kind of like stepping out of his comfort zone, slacker on the front and gas and DR on the back. It worked really well, held his opponent, and he got the flawless victory. So 2-1 for Gridzy.
All right. Next, we move on to my boy, Mr. Jigabachi, or as he's known throughout the circles of SWGOH as Mr. Tickle Tank. The Tickle Tank was working well. 3-0 for Mr. Jig. Well done this week. Round 1 won by 300 banners. He said worked out and dude got sticky feet. Well, slamming and jamming for Mr. Jig. Round 2 really not close again. Win by 300 again. Round 3 300 as well. What I am noticing with all the Jigabachi's reports is that he does his reports and you see that his defense did really well and the Tickle Tank came through. I do want to do a social shout out because round 2 was against one of my RSG crew members, Ray Rock. He was no match for the Tickle Tank. the Tickle Tank has conquered Ray Rock. He was, I think, in the chat. So the Tickle Tank worked against Mr. Ray Rock. 3-0 for Mr. Jig. Nicely done, sir.
Rico with another 2-1 this week. Now, round 1 was the loss. It was against 2 GLs. And when you have no GLs, I mean, going up against 1 GL is, pretty tough. But going up against 2 GLs when you've got none and you haven't got the off-meta counters yet, you're going to struggle. So that's an understandable loss. Round 2 was against someone who preloads, a bit like Sweens and Heinze, as the defensive holds just reigned this round. Nice, easy win in round 2 for Rico. Round 3, a hard-hitting but really slow opponent. Lots of offense, but slow. Proving again that speed is king in GAC. Rico's ships adding to his opponent's woes for a victory in the Rico column. 2-1 for Rico.
All right, we move to my boy RKP. You down with RKP?
Yeah, you know me.
Ah, Nev, you came through. You made it for your previous mistake. Very nice. RKP representing with a 2-1 this week. Let's see what happened. He said round 1, epic full clear versus full clear. No fails on both sides. Fishy was the name of the game, and RKP got it done. Round 2, this is where his loss was. He says, holy score, Batman. He says 21-29. That got me nearest even before I started attacking. Great effort on his side, but no bueno for me. Round 3, he says seeing our opponent stuck on our defense is always encouraging. That SLKR didn't stop me from a full clear. Win, baby. RKP bringing it home. 2-1. Nicely done, sir.
Wigsy actually got it in this week. He forgot to join. So last week, sorry, not last week, week before last, he remembered this week and he came in with a triple whammy. Just keep it rolling, Wigsy. Keep it rolling. You lost 3 rounds. You need to keep these 3-0s rolling, mate.
All right. Next we go to whatever. Nev, it's time for whatever. He does whatever he wants. Although See what had happened this week, Nev, is like I was doing whatever and it didn't go perfectly. So whatever has got some explaining, and I'm gonna explain it. All right. I love what he wrote in his first line. 2-1. Yes, I can lose as well. Round 1, I'm looking for the loss. It was in round 2. But he got stuck on I think it was ships that got him here. Couldn't clear his rubble, so took the bad RNG loss and lost 20-32, 18-52. Round 1 was a close round. They both full cleared, but I think his opponent got a little stuck on his Padme and Steel squad, so he beat him by a sizable score in round 1. Round 3 was an easy win because guy sets one of those FU defenses, Foxtrot uniform, if you know what I'm saying. But he changed it up. He went light on the defense, so he ran through him. Didn't even bother attacking. He scored another 21-33. Great job, though, from whatever. Whatever. He'll get back to 3-0 next week because he's whatever.
Whatever. Our resident space cowboy was on the hunt again this week. 2-1. He was stalking his common foe, the Wampa, but some GLs got in his way this week. He had some leads on his favorite steak meat, but he got dusted by some ships. No Wampa steaks this week for Wrangler. But he was able to wrangle some tauntauns. So some tauntaun sausages and slaw. With some nice candy.
Why are you going to go Hannibal Lecter on me, man? Good Lord. Now I want some fava beans. All right. Moving on to our next opponent. Hi, everybody. Darth Kermit the Frog here, and we are going to see how I did this week. And by me, I mean the person impersonating me because, well, it was not a very good week for me, Mr. Darth Kermit. The dark side of the Force really failed me this week. Let's see how I did. Yay! All right. Darth Kermit, 1-2. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh, boy. Round 1 was the victory, not a problem. Round 2, he lost by 6 banners, man. It was efficiency versus efficiency. Couldn't quite pull it out. I mean, full clears on both sides, but it just was not good. Didn't get better for our boy Darth Kermit. Again, really good job on his part. He got stuck on a Grievous team. He tried to shorthand it with a 3-man team of Jedi, and it didn't quite work out. So he lost by like 36 banners. So rough week for Darth Kermit. Sorry. It happens. 1-2. Pick yourself up and let's make it happen next week, Captain.
The Wolf. 2-1 for the Wolf this week.
You sending in the Wolf? Well, that's all you had to say, Nev.
That's all you had to say. Okay. Round 1 should have been an easy win, but it turned into a loss.
Oh, no.
Yeah, oh no. As his Padme team went down hard to a standard GG team. A standard GT, nothing special. Just, average GG team. Yeah, wasn't the double tap, though. A triple tap later, and the banners cost him the round. I don't know. Anyway, round 2 came back strong like bull. Like bull. Strong like bull.
Strong like bull.
Yes, against a triple GL, no less. See, how can you win against a triple GL and lose to a standard GG?
Come on,
I don't know. Hey, anyway, it was good for him. The opponent didn't reach fleet. He suffered many, many lost banners, and the round was the Wolves. Round 3, an opponent without an SWGOH.GG account is always a tricky opponent to figure out because you just don't know what to do. You just don't know. When someone doesn't have an account, you just don't know what to do. So the Wolf let his previous defense ride. And he one-shot his opponent for a tidy finish to the week. 2-1.
There we go. All right.
There's the A-League. Fortmore now
He's unstoppable,
the only
man.
Undefeated competitor in
I don't think
A-League.
I don't think Fortmore can be killed by normal mortal weapons. We're going to have to find something outside of the realm there.
It's going to be something stupid like an enchanted sword or,
or something even sillier. a bronzed spinach leaf. Just throwing that out there.
A bronze spinach leaf. That could work. I don't think he, maybe he doesn't eat spinach.
No.
Anyway, that doesn't mean that everybody else is out of the running. They probably are, but it doesn't necessarily mean that everybody else is out of the running. There's still a lot to play for at the top. We've still got whatever. He only lost one. Playbook is only one down. All it takes is just,
one little slippy.
One little slip. And it all comes crashing down. But that's the A-League. Let's see how the AAA League's doing.
All right. We start off with my boy, Moon. Nev.
Mm-hmm.
That's no space station.
No.
It's a moon.
It's a moon. That's no space station.
Yeah, it's a moon. I feel like singing Moon River when I see this. Like, Moon River, la, 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 la.
Yeah.
Well,
only sing a song if you know the words to it.
No, I do. I was just wanted to do the la, la, la. God dang, Nev. Let me do my thing, man. We talked about this. We can talk about this offline, all right? I'm trying to Whatever. 3-0 for the moon. Well done this week. Round 1. It had the Galactic Legend advantage 2-1, and it was pretty much game over at that point. I love this. Round 2 says, looked a legit opponent on paper. Double GLs, blah, 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 blah. It didn't matter. he full cleared and kicked his butt. And then round 3, it wasn't even close. Round 3 wasn't even close. He wins by like almost 600 banners. I mean, Moon brought the pain on his butt. So he did say, I can't score more than 2,100 to save my life. It's sloppy, but he gets the job done. We'll need to lock. Says, I need to lock it up this week, Ranger. Moon, lock it up. Lock it up, Moon. I'm sick of this. Get that 2,100. You're getting the full clears, but I want perfects. All right, lock it up. All right, I'm done.
VP. Bulldog coming in with a triple O. Bulldog's winning ways continue again, after that little blip, that 2-1, the month rolls on despite his rather sadistic nature of defense. He just sucks the joy out of GAC from his opponents' lives. These are his words, not mine. That's how sadistic he is. He sucks the joy out of GAC with his defenses. He may not have much of an offense, but he only lost 5 territories all week. So that tells you just how sadistic his defenses are. And when your defense is that good, your offense isn't really irrelevant. So 3-0, just a triple, no whammy, no crown for Bulldog.
All right. Next, we go to Mud Bum, who in his little mud clay hut on his little mud clay island in the mud clay ocean does what he is meant to do. 3-0. He says the F is working. I'm not sure what the F stands for. You can use your imagination here. Throw whatever word you want. He faced an opponent he's faced many times before. He says in the first round, won by 50, full clear on each side. He says highlight of the match, Empire Fleet got a hold. Word. Round 2, again, another close batch. It came down. They both full cleared, but he was more efficient. 2105 to 2081. So again, come down the wire, but he just has enough to get the job done. He says round 3, I think there's someone he's faced before. He says has a routine defense. Says able to beat him fairly clearly. He scored 2128 to 2109. So he's got this down. He's got this locked down. Mud Bum is, you're in Mud Bum's world. You got to play in the mud, and these opponents are not able to do it. So there we go.
Yeah, he is on form at the moment. He is really, really on form. Not Thaddeus. I didn't mean saying he was on form to roll into this slide, because clearly Thaddeus is not on form.
Okay, this is more typically what we'd like to see from him.
This is more typical of what we see from Going Nerdy. Didn't have a particularly good week. It's a 1 and 2. At least he didn't pick up a wooden spoon. 0 and 3 is not good. So at least he didn't pick up a wooden spoon. 1 and 2 for Going Nerdy.
I mean,
see, that just looks weird. Like 27 wins, no losses, no holds, but a wooden spoon and a banner score of 63-31. That's just so weird. It's just
so. Let's just talk about DPK here for a second. All right, the significantly lesser half of the Pool family, Lady Pool, my co-host on another show. He wrote this. I don't know how, but locked into Chromium for week 2 by 6 spinners. Somehow all week I barely got edged out. Can't believe I went 0-3. We can, but it's hard to believe. DPK has been doing really solid in its entire GAC round. 3-0s, 2-1s, mix and match, right? However you want. 0-3, and they weren't like he got slaughtered. He lost every round closely. Oh my sweet Jesus. That tells you all you need to know there, Nev. It is hard to look. It's one of those times where it's like you full clear, they full clear, but they full clear better, and you lose rounds very closely. So a really, really rough week for our boy DPK. But you know what? Pick it up. Come back next week. Let's get that 3-0, baby.
It's just Ian coming in with a triple crown.
Damn right. About time.
Yes. He's had some, he's been having a bit of bad RNG of late. Getting 2-1s, but those 1-round losses haven't been by huge amounts. It's not like he's getting his, butt handed to him. It's been like single-digit losses. So everything came together this week. 3 flawless victories, couple of holds in there.
So flawless made Nev cost.
Just under the 6,400 mark. That would have been the icing on the cake. That is a 6,400 on top of a triple crown is always the icing on the cake you want. But, clearly that icing wasn't forthcoming this week. Not that he's going to complain. That is a top week.
All right. We move on to, oh boy, here we go, Nev. Deep breath. It's Paul. All right. Now, Paul went 2-1, and his round 1, when he wrote it initially, this isn't what he wrote. I was going to say what he wrote, but I'm not going to because I'm the bigger man, Paul. I'll read what he changed it to. All right. Said round 1, I got scared for a moment when my bugs, who normally take out Night Sisters, easily took a horrible loss, but he didn't let it stop him. He continued to fight and timed out against crew team with Ness in it, but mopped out them with Nihilus. He got the win. He got it done. He got the victory. Round 2 says it was the day after my birthday and I failed against the SLKR and gave up. He just didn't want to deal with it. So, okay, good job, Paul. Just quit. Round 3 says a real fight. He says I streamed as part of the chain gang, and he says I did okay in banners 2092, but the opponent waited until Nev was doing his GC attack. I watched his first attack. He failed against relic bounty hunters. What? In the end, he wins by 110 banners. So Paul, ice and cold Paul is like what I like to call him. He wins some, he loses some. It's just a matter of which week it is, if he's going to be 1-2 or 2-1. This is what Paul does. So there we go.
Okay. Lolinda, the international contingent, our Spanish-speaking GACer. 2-1, better than last week. Last week was a bit of a wasn't a good one last week. It was a 1-2. So 2-1. It's picking things back up. So round 1 was an efficiency battle, a battle that Linda lost, unfortunately, due to severe banner loss against both fleet squads. Negotiator and Holdo just stripping him of banners and stripping him of the victory. Round 2 played the Slacker trap. Put Slacker on the back, wall in the front, designed to use all those off-meta counters that you'd keep for the Slacker on the back. He left a couple of options in the front, the Slacker counters, and his opponent completely and utterly fell for them all. Hook, line, and sinker. Win for Lolinda. Now, since it won in round 2, he played the exact same peekaboo strategy with Slacker again, and it worked again, saving the week. 2-1 for Lolinda.
All right, we move on to Senate, my boy, the younger, sexier version of Cubs, who was 2-1 this week. Round 1 was a close full clear victory. Full clear from his opponent, but he says his opponent one-shot my defense, saving both of his Galactic Legends and dropped the battle against Fleet, giving me the win. That's the way it works out. Round 2, this was the loss. He says his opponent had 3 Galactic Legends, put Ray on the back wall. He said he had a major mod disadvantage in his attempt, Nav, at the Vader counter against Ray it got twisted. So that was his loss. He loses by 250 banners. And then round 3, he gets the victory. Back to our old Senate, the way we like to see it. The guy had a huge mod disadvantage, and for some reason put Gear 12 Ewoks in the back line. That's just giving away banners, Nev. I don't know about you, but if I see that, I'm just chomping at the bit.
Oh yeah, my mouth waters when I see that on the back line.
So,
it's just like.
And he says somehow managed not to even full clear me with 3 Galactic Legends, so wins by 250 banners, keep making up for the round 2 loss. So 2-1 for our boy, the Senate.
SWGOH only played 1 round. You know how I know this? Because he got 9 wins, no losses, and 0 holds. Clearly, baby SWGOH is eating up SWGOH the Hoss's time. So we get this. We totally understand. Little Babby's got to come first. Little Babby's got to come first.
And then.
All right,
we'll move on. All right, Dr. Zeppers. I'm a Zepper. He's a Zepper. We're a Zepper. They're a Zepper. Wouldn't you like to be a Zepper too? Not again. Dr. Zepper, not again, man. I keep singing your song and singing your praises. What is happening?
He's not having a good time, is he?
1 and 2, man. Oh, man. He says, I continue to prove, but I also continue to struggle for wins. Round 1 versus Dark Helmet. The first set went smoothly, but I lost a couple of battles, making fleets determine the outcome since my opponent stopped at fleets. Round 2, a tough loss by 4 banners. He said, I one-shot full cleared in the second set with a score of 2094 against a very heavy D opponent. Came down to fleet once again. Unfortunately, I lost by 4 banners. Round 3, he says, I luckily pulled out a win in the third battle with a one-shot full clear, 2130 banners. My opponent no-showed me, handing me the win. So 1 and 2, but ew, boy, that's a rough week there, Dr. Zeppers. Do you need a hug? How about a hot pocket? Let's pick it up, buddy. 3-0. Let's go evil. Let's be evil next week, Dr. Zeppers.
And we're on to Thisk.
Hey, he didn't do anything.
I know. No. He did. I sent you. I was able to update the stat cards at the very, very last minute. So he went 2-1 this week.
Let me go find that while we're.
Yeah, you're definitely going to need to find that because the first one that I sent you did not have stats for me or Thisk or Solo or Bitcoin, but the second one I sent you does have stats for those 4.
Okay.
Little bit of last minute cooking. A little bit of last minute cooking.
little bit of cooking at the last minute. All right.
A little bit of cooking at the last minute. This with another 2-1, only that 1 loss. That loss was enough to suffer the banner defeat, and he lost the round. The other 2 rounds were fine, but that 1 round, 2-1, unfortunately. But there is the AAA League, no undefeated.
I can't see anything right now, so I'm downloading the next one. I can see the stats. So continue, Nav. What are your thoughts? Okay,
thoughts. Bulldog, yeah, Bulldog with his statistic defenses. I mean, if they can't be that sadistic because there are other people in the A League, the AAA League, that have got much more, more defensive holds. I mean, Moon's got more defensive holds. DPK's got more defensive holds, so it can't be that sadistic. I mean, maybe he's just, blowing smoke. So, anyway, Mudbum, Mudbum is, absolutely rocking it right now. He is absolutely rocking it right now. 15 and 3. He's up to the top 4, so he is looking really, really, really good at the moment. Unfortunately, Scorch and Going Nerdy kind of holding it up. You see, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Thaddeus, and I know you're out there, Thad. Scorch has a little baby. He has a valid reason because real life's there. Okay, you, on the other hand, have to make up excuses like, your opponent phoning up your brother and getting him to, pop over to your place all the way from Florida just to distract you. Okay, doesn't work. It doesn't work like that, mate. Really, really doesn't. You need to come up with a better quality of excuse. Okay, next week you go 2-1, or God forbid you get a wooden spoon. I want a better quality of excuse. Okay, you are a teacher. You should know all of the good excuses. Oh, sir, I didn't do my homework because the dog ate it. You know, I want to hear your students' excuses. Okay, you've got to come up with a better quality of excuse. Anyway, you got that, Ranger?
Yes.
Excellent. Let's take a break and we'll come back and we'll do the major leagues.
Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into this week of the GACenter Patreon leaderboard. Are you not a streamer but would like to see your name up here with the big boys? Well, become a Patreon of the Escape Podcast at the Kyber Combatant level or higher and get your name up here on the leaderboard with them. I am joined, as always, by my robotic life partner, Newbie from Hellion the Noob. Let's get to it. Not much in the way of reports from everybody, but we'll see what we can do here this time around. Big Country Mags. Big Country Mags came in 3-0. Really, really respectable banner score, but no report, so we'll move along. Bringer of Chaos, no report for me to read for you, but 2-1 and 1 hold. Did not do full clears. We'll see how he does next week. D, round 1, solid win. Round 2, bad loss, had some misplays. Round 3, random set defense for the win. Overall, can't complain, but it's becoming less likely that my opponent does not have a GL. Dr. JoJo. It doesn't matter how he did this week. The only thing that matters is his round 3 opponent called him a cheater. A chicken that can only lay eggs, a weak Italian, that I need to cure my family of COVID before they go back to the woodshed, that my friends are a piece of sheep lying in the ground waiting for my pathetic soul to die, and if I was there, he would unscrew my head and throw it down the drain. Apparently he didn't like that his slacker on the back wall waited for him. Come on, people. Don't be a jerk. Dr. JoJo, 3-0. Nice job, bud. 4 strong. Round 1, both of us full clear, but I lost on efficiency. Round 2, the opponent never attacked. Round 3, opponent attacked twice. Then he gave up. 2-1 for 4 strong. Hot Sauce. Hot Utils, number 1 guy. No report from Hot Sauce this week, but 3-0 with a account the size of his. That's pretty good. Leonard McFacepunch, also known as Punchy. No report. 1-2. He's back to his old ways. Punchy, I believe in you. You can do this. Schnarman. No report, but he did pull pretty good for his weight. But he did take a loss. 2-1, 10 holds. Nice job. And then Sephiranus. Round 1, banner efficiency. He lost the draw. Round 2, he dropped a battle, but he somehow botched a full clear. Puzzling. Round 3, lost it on a Malik solo. Could have had easily backslid into 0-3 thanks to the 2 Malik solo fails. But you're 1-2, Seph. So, not too bad. Let's take a look at the big boards. Dr. JoJo still on the top, but BCM is right behind him with only 1 loss, and, guys, once again, take a look at that. The banner difference can change everything. Hot Sauce at 5-1, D, 4 strong, Sephiranus and Schnarman at 4-2, and then Bringer and Punchy, both. The Brain Trust sitting at 3-3, 500 for the season. Now, once again, if you would like to see your name up here as well, join the Escape Podcast Patreon at patreon.com/theescapepod and sign up at the Kyber Combatant level or higher and be in next month's leaderboard. Be nice to each other, damn it. I send it back to Neil and Ranger for the big boys right here on GACenter. Take it away, boys.
It's time for the Major League and the Premier League. Oh, yes, it is.
And I got the new slides, so I'm trying to get the slides working here. So it's like, Google downloads taking its sweet ass time. Although it is a huge file. It's a lot of content.
It's not huge. It's huge.
It's totally huge. It's unbelievably
huge.
It's unbelievable.
It's
All right.
unbelievable. Okay,
All right, we ready for the
up.
major leagues? Okay, here we go. I got it. I got
major
this.
leagues.
All right, we start with our boy E Grace. E Grace, when you want to find love in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, why don't you check out egrace.com, your number one site for SWGOH love. egrace.com. 2-1 from E Grace says round 1, full clear, 1 shot versus 3 drops. Managed several solos and 2-man, including C Watt versus Ray. Round 2, lost. E full clear, 1 shot with victory in grass. Feats fell short for me. Round 3, we both full cleared, 1 shot each other. It should have had 2 drops after finalizing, but got bad RNG versus Rebels. He only dropped 1, but in the end, overall Fishy wins the day 2083 to 2081. So good job, E Grace, 2-1. Outstanding job, sir.
It's the scoundrel. He likes his bounty hunters.
A little too much.
He's a little bit
he's
too
the bounty hunter
familiar with his bounty hunters.
They're very intimate. Yes.
Anyway, Vancell 2-1 this week. Round 1 was a loss, and it was all down to a few rookie mistakes. 2 rookie mistakes to be precise, requiring double taps. So double taps, they're gonna cause problems for your banner score, which is going to mean you lose. Okay, so that was his loss. Obviously, we know round 2 after the loss, he came out swinging and destroyed his opponent. Round 3, another 2GL versus 4GL situation that could have gone bad. It could have gone really, really bad. Thankfully, it didn't. And the risk of a 1GL on D paid off. So he put one of his GLs down on defense. That risk paid off. 2-1. Sweet.
All right, we move on to Dialar using Twi'lek tactics, who went 3-0 instead, using Twi'lek's tactics to avoid Ranger danger and hinder the Rammeister. Says round 1 switched up a Galactic Legend defense this week, and it worked wonders. Said sadly Ban failed me this round, but it doesn't matter. Cleared the rest of the board, got the win. Round 2 says Friday night, let's get Smash stream, and it still worked out because he really smashed his opponent, got the nice easy victory. And in the round 3, going up against a full cleared Nova opponent, or FCO Nova opponent, I was worried. So worried that I did the battles offline. There was a recap video later. That's so good. But it didn't matter. He won on banners. That's all you got to say. A win's a win is a win. He 1 shot full cleared the board. His opponent failed twice against his Ray, trying to use Vader and other stuff. It didn't work out, so nice job, Mr. Dialar. Fantastic.
Good old Maurice. I don't know how his week went, but it's a 3-0. Now, he didn't get 3 full clears. That is quite clear to me because he only got 26 wins. But he has had a busy week with his other commitments regarding Operation Metaverse. So I'll forgive him for not doing a report this week. But 3-0, 60-98. So clearly his opponents put some chaff on those front lines in somewhere in those 3 rounds. And it caused him some banner woes, but not so woeful that he wasn't able to get his triple this week. 3-0 for good old Maurice.
There we go. All right, we move on to Heinze. All right, it's time for the song, my favorite song. Well, my name is Heinze, and I like my preloading. I like preloading all day long, so come do preloading with me. Heinze did not live up to the name of the song, Nev.
No.
For the first 2 rounds. So let's break it down. Round 1, no preloading for Heinze. Round 2, no preloading for Heinze. 2 victories right off the bat.
Wow.
I even didn't look at round 3.
None? You sure it's not a typo?
No, there was no preloading from Heinze, but not to worry. Round 3. I feel right with the world. Many preloads. Many preloads.
Yeah.
But he still got the full clear.
I feel better now.
But he lost by 70 banners, 2054 to 2121. But I was like, round 1, win. No. Round 2, win. No preloading. Round 3 made me feel right with the world. I don't feel like the apocalypse is coming anymore. Heinze preloaded for all of us masterfully for round 3, but still 2-1. Good job, Heinze.
Bravo. Kyoe coming in with a triple whammy. Don't know how his week went, but when you finish the week with a triple whammy, logic would dictate to us that he had a good week. Only 4 losses, so clearly those holds played a part in that. He was up against people that weren't quite as good and definitely weren't as efficient as him. So he was stealing the banners, and we can forgive him for mistakes. 3-0 for Kyoe.
We move on to my Archie homie, the sexy Buddha, the lightsaber builder, Sir Loki, the locomotive. Sir Loki went 2-1 this week, and there's a caveat to that, Nev. You know
what happened? Where did that loss come?
Round 1 was an easy win, no problem. He full cleared. His opponent got stuck on some of his GLs and stuff. Wins by like 400 banners. Set up the round 2, Thrilla in Manila 3, King Kong versus Godzilla. Sir Loki versus my GAC Whisperer, Thane Kyrelli. It was an incredible match. Loki ended up losing 2106 to 2096. The only difference in this match, he was more efficient than his opponent, which was Thane. He had to 3-shot a bounty hunter team, which had the biggest, baddest, super beefiest nest I have ever seen.
Yeah, that nest was chunky.
Yeah. And it cost him, and it was an epic match that you guys can go check out. And then round 3, Loki comes back strong, wins by 500 banners. Defense stalled out his opponent all over the place. So 500-point victory, banner victory for Loki, making up for that really tough loss. It was a tough loss. It was a really great match. But 2-1, he'll take it.
Lazy. Lazy went from consistent to worse, but still consistent, just consistently worse. Round 1, he forgot to set a defense, which is just sad, really, Lazy Turtle. I mean, come on, dude. How can you forget to set a defense in round 1? I mean, oof. Anyway, round 2, he did set a defense, and he had a good round win, completing the victory by 4 banners. Round 3 was another schoolboy error as he failed a slacker solo like a noob. A noob mistake. A slacker solo. I mean, I don't know that. I haven't seen that many slacker solo fails, but it's time for a reset, Lazy Turtle, and a chill pill, bloody. 1 and 2 for Lazy Turtle.
All right, we move on to my boy Nooch, the Nooch, who was 2-1 this week. Round 1, opponent didn't even bother showing up. Nooch got the full clear. It was not even close. A little bit closer round 2. Not a problem. Won by like 350 banners. Opponent got really stuck on his defense. He got the full clear. Nothing really to report on. However, round 3, the Nooch had some hangups. And when I looked at it, I was like, what? He got hung up against Night Sisters and Grievous. And that's what cost the Nooch the match. And then he got stuck against the Empire fleet that he tried to use First Order on. And yeah, lost by almost 100 banners on that one. About actually 80-something banners, but still a rough loss for the Nooch. She was flying high. Easy two first-round victories, but get him next week.
Fly too close to the sun, you're going to get your wings burned.
Be careful, Icarus.
Rambam coming in with a 3-0. He needed this. He had a good week. I don't know exactly because I kind of only saw bits and pieces of all 3 of his rounds, but he was very, very enthusiastic and he did well. There was no, mishaps with his offense. Okay. He did what he needed to do. Didn't get the Triple Crown. I think he's probably going to be maybe a scotch disappointed that he didn't get the Triple Crown, but a triple whammy's good. And that is going to boost him up the major leagues for sure. He is definitely in the running for promotion to the Premier League. 3-0, triple whammy for Rambam.
All right, next up we've got my man, Maul, representing the Mandalore, who's such a Mandalore that he even when he goes shopping, Neff, he still wears the helmet. He wears the helmet even when he goes grocery shopping. It's unbelievable. Round 1 was a tough loss. These are the fights that Manny has. Both opponents always clear. It's a full clear. It's just a matter of who's more efficient. And Mandy got tripped up on this one on his first round against a scoundrel team with Nest, and a first order team kind of threw him off a little bit too. So he loses by 45 banners. Round 2, it gets a little bit better. We get the victory here for Mandy. He wins by 77 banners. Again, same thing. Efficiency battles. Who makes the mistakes? Who doesn't? Who's more efficient? And then same thing in round 3. Again, efficiency. It's all about efficiency. He wins by 13 banners. He tripped up a little bit. So did his opponent, but he was able to pull out the victory. So 2-1 for our boy Mandalore.
Change the slide, damn you, PC. There we go.
I thought you were doing the South Park thing. You got some change? No, I don't have any change.
Change.
No, get away!
Get away! Get away! No. Warrior, not the best of weeks for Warrior, who fell to opponents in round 1 and round 3. I mean, round 2 was a win, but some of those losses, you can tell he's trying to get his roster set for off-meta counters. So he's still in that kind of learning phase of what off-meta counters he needs and what characters need to be at what relic stage and what modding stage in order to be an off-meta counter to the GLs, because he had a lot of trouble against C's and he had a little bit of an issue against some Rays, and that's where he was losing his banners, unfortunately. So he needs to just muscle down, work on those off-meta counters. I'm sure he'll be back.
It's time for the
Royals. Warrior. But there is the Major League. Gom still at the top. Dylar nipping at his heels.
He is right at his heels.
But look at that. We have a tie for third, separated only by banner difference. One of those 3 people could be the people going up to the Premier League.
You're not wrong.
Rambam hot on Dylar's heels. Dylar does not let him forget for 1 second that it was Rambam that threw down the gauntlet. It was Rambam that decided that Dylar was going to be his nemesis this season. And that loss just makes it easier for him because, Loki's down there at 14-4 now. Going to be interesting to see what happens at the end of this season. But let's move on to the league. Everybody wants to see. Everybody wants to know what happens in the Premier League. So let's bring it up.
All right. We start off with the Premier League, the big boy league, with our boy Bitcoin. When Wells Fargo turns you down for any kind of currency you need for Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, why don't you check out Bitcoin? Bitcoin, half the value of real money and actually not worth anything at all. Monopoly money, as they say. Now, Bit was trying to be a little cheeky with me, but it worked against him, Nev. All right, because he says 3-0. Been testing a bit of banner matches to change things up from my usual heavy defense, but the opponents haven't been getting close. And he says since Ranger summarizes the rest anyways, he wrote it in Swedish. And I don't even think it's Swedish. I think it's rubbish. But I think I will translate it here because I do speak Swedish, Nev. All right.
Oh, good.
So, okay, here we go. He says in the first thing, round 1, I don't care what I actually did here. I just want to say that before I start the match, I wear my wizard hat and robe. Okay, we translated that.
Okay, we translated that. Says,
he says Nev is the greatest thing since sliced bread. I wish I could be like him. Okay, There we go. That's really nice of Bitcoin to say that.
Very nice of Bitcoin to say that.
Yeah, it's really, really nice for him to say that. And then round 3 says, and he says, oh my God, I forgot I left the pizza in the oven. I don't know what that has to do with GAC, but
no, me neither. I have no idea what that has
I
to
don't
do
know
with
what
GAC.
that means, but that's what Bitcoin put in here. I had to translate it. Luckily, with all those years I've been doing the Swedish Chef, I knew exactly what he had to say. I had to do it. So, Bitcoin, thank you for that insightful stuff. But what are we saying? Bitcoin kicked that ass again. 3-0 for Bitcoin. There's not really much else to report on.
Change slides. My PC's just not playing today. It just doesn't want to play. Okay, the Empire did not fare well this week. The Grand Admiral only pulling out a 2-1 They fell at the very first hurdle, courtesy of a round 1 loss. Thanks all to a GL Ray. The Emperor will not be pleased. Round 2 was an easy victory, with the Grand Admiral scoring a 2100 and a full clear. Round 3 was a tough match, though. The banner losses for the Empire were extensive, but the defense was strong. And the hold got him the win. 2-1 to Grand Admiral Arnold.
All right, we move on to my fellow brother from another mother, my fellow Army Ranger, Ando. Rangers lead the way, all the way. 3-0, and he says non-triple crown, still 3-time undefeated 69 champion, the People's Choice Award for most infectious relic 8 plow job, voted most likely to fail and then succeed. My man, Ando. And I just wanted to highlight round 1. Ekkel Maraska, it was his first opponent. That dude is in my shard and is a sniper. And good job, Ando. You beat the crap out of him. You won by like almost 100 banners. Really good job. Full cleared his ass. Good job. Round 2. Another rematch with somebody, El Chupacabra. Chupacabra. I can't even say it. It's so funny the way he types this. But again, they're no match for the Ando. Ando got the nice solid victory here. And then round 3 says, okay, for real. Rawl comes in for Mall 2 with 697 lifetime, lists out all his feats. It did not matter. At the end, even though there's some hiccups on both sides there, Nev, Ando persevered. He got the 17-point banner victory, 2070 to 2053, and represented.
Represent. Okay. Is the slide going to change?
I don't know.
Oh, it changed! The
Yay.
PC loves me again. It's Black Mamba coming in with a 3-0 triple crown. He did well. Got his head down. He did the hard work. He got the job done. 3-0 triple crown for Black Mamba. Just a shame he couldn't score a 6,400 like Bitcoin, but we won't hold that against him.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, and there he.
Fruit Ninja Mike. By the way, when you do need someone assassinated by Fruit that's a ninja, this is your man. Mike is your man, by the way. He says the streak in me the dreamer in flames. 2-1. Round 1, all he wrote was easy peasy, lemon squeezy. He says round 2, 500k lifetime opponent with minimal history, 2 no-shows for the last week, so I didn't see much defense structure. They said something completely different than the last seat, and I crushed it. 3 Galactic Legend Troopers and stuff, felt like nothing could go wrong. Then the fleet RNG happened, and I lost a battle to TFP dodges. Can we talk about that sometime, Nav?
Yes.
These dodges are getting out of hand, man.
Yeah.
He said, I still scored 2107, felt pretty good due by his defense. However, his opponent went spotless and got a 2119. It's a tough case. Learned a lot from it.
Yeah.
Round 3 says he bounces back. Says very similar opponent paper, different results. Gets the easy, nice, solid win by 60 points. Crazy, but he got it done. So 2-1. Fruit Ninja Mike falls off the undefeated there. So he,
undefeated runs, they have to come to an end eventually.
They do
have to come to an event. Yes. Hey, would you rather your undefeated?
Even the Undertaker lost.
Even the Undertaker, he shouldn't have, but even the Undertaker lost. He should never have lost. Just not a WrestleMania. Just Vince McMahon's a dick. Okay.
Yes, I concur.
Okay, so we're on to Endor. We're on to Endor Beal.
Oh.
Yes, at 3-0.
Nice.
So, no surprises there. No triple crown, triple whammy. Not a good matchup in round 1 for the King of D. So he played with a theme. The theme was all the ladies of Star Wars. So he put all the ladies of Star Wars in the leads on defense and offense. Now, it did get a little messy with all the ladies in charge.
Sure.
But the full clear was still acquired. He's still got the full clear. and held territories. So the ladies did the business. The strong, powerful women of Star Wars did the job. Round 2, nice flawless victory against an opponent who could only clear 2 territories. Bam! Doing all the heavy lifting with 5 holds. Round 3, excellent opponent from FC Bravo, who's a pro at ships and a meta counter expert. Managed to actually clear Endor. Actually cleaned his clock, but lost on efficiency, so panic was over when the battle was done and the dust cleared. Endor 3-0, triple whammy.
Yep. All right, this one made it. I'm not gonna lie, Nav. When I saw this, a little pee came out of me. It really.
I know
really,
it's.
Oh boy.
Doesn't happen often.
I was shocked. I thought that this was wrong. I made you check the stats again. It's right.
Mm-hmm.
Solo, because we all know teamwork is for pansies. Round 1, he lost against Zareth. We've all seen the match. We all know the results. Nothing to talk about there. I thought he represented himself well. Really good fight, but it just was not his night. Round 2, he says, got revenge in a fairly easy battle. That's what we like to see. This is round 3. We've all been here, Solo. He says, I listened to chat. That's really all that needs to be said there. I got the loss. He did the dreaded, I listened to chat. We've all been there, Solo.
Yes, we have. We've all been there. We've all listened to chat when they've said, yeah, Malik Solo will clear that, and then it doesn't. Yeah.
Or when you actually bring chat like a streamer, I'm not going to name any names, Ram Bam, and he tells you, yeah, why don't you use Janet Luke versus the Ewoks, and that doesn't go well. Or when you listen to Gom, he says, yeah, you can use Imperial Troopers here, and they get slaughtered. These things happen. I'm just throwing that out there. No, yeah. I'm not no animosity or anything toward those people for that.
Okay, Indigo didn't have a good week either. I mean, he was still able to clear his opponents, so he was able to. He got the consolation of a decent banner score, but 1 and 2, it's not a good week. And 1 and 2s, just ask Solo. You know, he only had 1 and 2, and he's already, resigned to the fact that he's not going to finish at the top of the Premier League. This is another 1 and 2 from Indigo. He's definitely out of the running. Is he going to keep it? Is he going to avoid relegation? We'll have to wait and see when we show you the table.
All right, let's go to Zareth, man. I'm beginning to think he is the great grandson of Xerxes and actually went through the transformation to become a god of death, Nev, like in the movies, because this guy does not effing lose. It is impressive. I do like what he wrote. This is 3-0, but I'm still not as cool as Bitcoin. Round 1, we know the results. Not going to talk about that. He said, round 2, guy with 1.3 million GP less than me. Do I need to read? But he said, guy came correct, but it's Zareth. And then round 3, he says, I fell on attack, but still got 21-16. Opponents GS crashed on my DR with Revan and blamed that for his loss despite his extremely inefficient in fleets and squads would have lost him the fight regardless. So his opponent tried to make excuses of why it happened.
Tried to use that crash excuse.
Yeah, the old crash.
The old crash excuse.
Yeah, we've all been there. And unless you have video footage of it, it didn't happen. I do, unfortunately, have video footage of that actually happening.
We regularly have video footage of crashes. It's not pretty.
It's not pretty. He did say alts both went to, so another 9-0 for them as well. So 18-0 so far this season. And I guess he's saying to you, Nev, alt life matters. Yeah.
Ranger, having done so well at 3v3, Ranger's downward spiral continues in 5.
Good Lord!
With another 2-1. Rounds
this was a shocker.
Rounds 1 and rounds 3 were easy wins, but his round 2 opponent went through his D like a knife through.
I couldn't believe it, man. I could not believe it because we looked at his mods, we looked at his teams, we looked at everything, and I put 2 Galactic Legends down because we had 3 to his 2, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put Darth Revan down. I'm gonna make because he likes. We checked his. He puts nothing but light stuff on defense, so I knew I was gonna get a good score.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe it. That dude went in there and just slaughtered everything, and I was just like, he averaged 60 banners on the front on all the battles against my opponents. I'm like, tip the hat to you, sir, man. I can't put a better defense down and have you do what you. I mean, it was impressive, man. I couldn't believe it. It was unreal. So at the end, I had a chance to win. So I went for the only chance I had. I had to get like 71 banners. So I did the old 2-ship trick with Malevolence. I almost pulled it off, but I didn't did it. So I lose and I lost banners because of it. So salute to him. I almost did, man. We went in there with 2 ships. It was start off well. I thought we might be able to do this. I'm like, oh no, here comes Plo.
Oh no.
There goes that. Well, we're in trouble.
Zeus.
I got stressed.
There is the table. Now, yes, there are 2 names in red. That is because when we were doing the tables, we did not have stats for 4 people. Solo, Bitcoin, myself, and Disc, we didn't have the stats, so everything was updated. And as we normally do when we don't have the stats, when we make the tables and when we make the stat cards, we put it in red. I do actually have the proper table just to the left of me. I'm streaming at the moment, so downloading simultaneously is causing problems, unfortunately. So I couldn't do a quick download and re-upload, unfortunately, with the even with the bloody tables. So yeah, pain in the butt that was. But I can tell you that Bitcoin technically is at the top. Okay, Bitcoin is at the top. It is a 1,000 banner difference between Zareth and Bitcoin. 2 people undefeated. And Ranger, I know this is probably not what you want to hear right now, but Solo is above you.
Oh, it's all right. It's fine. I mean, listen, you can't do anything. It was like, like Fruit Ninja Mike said, sometimes it happens. You do everything you can and something happens. It's nothing you can do, man. It's so those that are so undefeated, it's impressive because it's really hard to stay undefeated. You never know when you get that one bad RNG or, just bad opponent for you. It's so there you go. Yeah.
I mean, it's the relegation battle that's looking interesting, to be honest with you. The relegation battle is because we've got 3 people on 14-4.
Yeah, right.
Now it's the bottom 3. They're the ones that are gone. The bottom 3 are gone, relegated to the major leagues, and then 3 from the major leagues are going up to the Premier League. So there is a real fight between Black Mamba, Ando, and Arnold as to who is going to right now. Because I mean, let's be honest, Solos was it was an off week. It was just one bad week.
I'm not worried about Solo.
It was just I'm not worried about Solo.
I'm not worried about one bad week. Yeah.
And while I'm not overly worried about you, I don't think that you're going to drop.
I'm not gonna do that, man. I mean, I always go. I've had where I either go 11-0 or 12-0, 11-1, or 10-2, something like that. So it is what it is.
It is what it is, and hey, Ando's on a run at the moment, so
he's doing pretty good.
Ando is the one. Ando is the competitor on form at the moment. If I was to be a betting man, I would say Ando is going to save himself in the dying weeks of season 2, and it's going to be Indigo, Arnold, Black Mamba going down. But we will have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see.
Yep.
Anyway, it's that time of the show where we do it's the show reel. It's the show reel time. So our resident videographer, Andy Beads, plus all of you. So you've given us all your clips. Part. Andy Beads has gone out searching for all those wonderful little nuggets that's going to entertain and bedazzle you right here, right now. Escape Pod.
All right, amplify it. Amplify, baby. Oh my god. Oh my god, that added 7,400 GP. Oh Jesus. I feel like I'm Anakin right now after he kills Mace Windu. He's like, what have I done?
He just like melted.
Oh my god! No way! That was a relic nest! I'm not even at contract yet, guys.
Let's go into Merciless. He's got 9 dots. Let's crush his soul. Let's just finish them off one by one. Yeah, more Force Crush. More Force Crush. Ah, went to the wrong guy. Oh well, back over here. Does not matter. 12 dots, shocks, guns.
Come on, give me one good turn before he gets rolling. All right, good. He already used that thingy-mabobber, so he is... Oh, come on. Come on. There you go. All right. Now it's just getting rid of Luke and just making our way downtown. Making our way downtown.
Ooh, that was actually pretty scary. It's kind of scary. We're okay, though. Here comes the spaghetti. Kaboom! What? Wait! What? She was... Oh. What? Dude, I was not... Okay, alright, Sith Eternal. Okay. Frickin' eat your pasta! Eat your pasta, L3! Oh my lord!
Sorry, I was trying to catch up on chat. Back. Come on, concentrate. Concentrate, Ricky P. Quick. Hello. Thank you.
So I know a lot about that stuff, but like Canada. I mean, Canada.
Go. Zap, 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 zap. All right, get him. Get her. Get her. Get her. Come on. Work on her. Come on. You can do it. Go. Go. And she's dead.
Duh. That's of course the way that we do this. We just alternate. That's, yeah. Duh. Oh my god. This is insane. Oh my god. I love this team more than life itself. Oh my god.
Go ahead and do a basic here on Revan. Well, I didn't think that would kill him. I did not think that would just straight up kill him. Oh, sit down. I did not think that he would just die from the basic. Oh, I did not see that coming. Wow.
Looking solid. Looking golden. I wonder if we can take out Grievous. Boom! We took out Grievous right there. Oh, man. It's time to recover some banners. It's time to recover these banners. Oh, yes. We're golden. We're golden, guys. Easy win. Easy win. 54 banners. I will absolutely take that on a team like that.
Who's my first target? We got 20 birds. This guy speeds up the team. I don't like Kylo Ren being here. We're gonna delete him. Alright? Slow this down. 1x speed. See how much we can do. Ba, 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 ba. And 3 out of 5 of them are dead. Tell me again how bad Bando is. Please!
We're back.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody.
I always get a kick out of those.
Okay, so I've just got a few acknowledgements, thoughts and acknowledgements to make.
Yes.
Okay, follows. Thank you to Mr. Olympian and Chi Chu Chewy. Thank you for the raid from Rad171500. Thank you for the 69 biddies, Real Wicked. And thank you for the subs from Zareth and from Fatal. also known as the playbook. So, Ranger, it's been a tough week for some people. It's been very, very hard at the top. Those undefeated runs are just falling away. I think we've got less than a half a dozen of our 70 competitors left undefeated.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time. It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
time, patience, and a little bit of hate from that RNG god known as RNG Dodge.
Yep.
He made. Oh God, did he rear his ugly head this week? Oh. He reared his ugly head this week, but we're all done. We've had a good show. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you come back for more. Apologies that we did not have the Patreon video, but this is a recording, so it will be done in the post video. So Paul will add that to the post. So when you go and watch it on YouTube, you will see the Patreon video. So you'll get to see all those people that you see week by week. Will the good Dr. Jojo be at the top? You'll have to watch it on YouTube to find out. Anyway, Ranger, do you have anything that you would like to add here at the end of the show?
No, just push those buttons, get out of here.
Okie dokie. Toodles, everybody.
Thank you.